Welcome back to Heavy Duty, where history meets horsepower and the classics never fade. Today, we're stepping back to 1957 to spotlight one of the most distinctive and stylish American coupes of its time, the Studebaker. The 1957 Studebaker Coupe wasn't just another post-war car trying to keep up with the Big Three. It was bold, unique, and ahead of its time in ways that still impress today. From the moment you lay eyes on the 1957 Studebaker Coupe, you know you're not looking at a typical 50s-era ride. Its design broke away from the norm. With a low-slung profile, long front end, and sleek rear deck, it looked aerodynamic even when parked. The signature wraparound windshield, subtle tail fins, and bullet nose influence still carried echoes of Studebaker's earlier experimentation with jet age styling. Chrome accents lined the front grille, bumpers, and window trims, giving it just enough flash without going overboard. The roofline flowed smoothly into the rear fenders, with gentle curves and a poised stance that made the car look fast without needing flames or excess detail. The front end featured dual headlights mounted within small visors, paired with a wide grille that gave the car a commanding presence. Whether finished in two-tone paint or a rich single-color scheme, the Studebaker Coupe stood out from the crowd of oversized and overly decorated Detroit iron. Open the door and you step into a cabin that reflects both mid-century elegance and driver-centered simplicity. The dashboard was clean and functional, offering a layout focused on visibility and ease of use. Bright metal trim surrounded the gauges and radio, while the control knobs felt solid and mechanical, built to last. Bench seats up front and in the rear were upholstered in durable vinyl or optional cloth, often offered in bold, colorful combinations that gave each interior its own personality. The steering wheel was large and stylish, offering good leverage for maneuvering, and the column shifter brought a touch of class to the driving experience. Visibility was excellent thanks to the wraparound windshield and large side windows, giving the interior an open, airy feel. There was no mistaking this car for anything but a Studebaker once you were inside. The details, the layout, and the driver-centric focus were uniquely their own. Back in 1957, Studebaker offered a range of engines, from practical 6 cylinders to powerful V8s. The most sought-after configuration was the 289 cubic inch V8, which, depending on trim and tuning, could produce up to 275 horsepower, especially in the high-performance Golden Hawk variants. This kind of power, in a car that weighed significantly less than its competitors, made the Studebaker Coupe a real performer in its day. With the right setup, these coupes could sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 9 seconds, respectable numbers for the era. Paired with either a 3-speed manual transmission or an optional automatic, the car provided a smooth yet responsive driving experience. Power steering and power brakes were also available options, making long drives more comfortable and easy to handle. On the open road, the Studebaker Coupe held its own, delivering stability and comfort with a touch of sportiness that surprised many first-time drivers. Fuel economy wasn't its strong suit, of course. But that wasn't the point of owning one of these cars. You didn't buy a 1957 Studebaker Coupe to save fuel, you bought it for its distinctiveness, its smooth V8 growl, and the way it turned heads at every street corner. Studebaker's reputation for solid engineering was clear in the build quality, from the solid door closures to the durability of the powertrain and suspension. Back in 1957, these coupes came with a price tag starting around $2,300, depending on options and trim level. Today, however, the story is very different. Restored examples of 1957 Studebaker coupes, especially the Golden Hawk and Silver Hawk trims, can fetch anywhere from $30,000 to over $75,000, depending on condition, originality, and provenance. Rarity plays a big role in that value. Studebaker was always a smaller player in the American car market, which means fewer of these vehicles were built compared to Ford or Chevrolet. As a result, clean examples are prized by collectors and vintage car enthusiasts alike. The 1957 Studebaker Coupe represents a unique chapter in American automotive history. It wasn't about chasing the same formula as everyone else. It was about standing apart, offering something different, and staying true to the brand's independent spirit. From its forward-thinking design to its potent performance, this car offered a complete package that continues to inspire admiration nearly 70 years later. Whether you're drawn in by the looks, the history, or the drive itself, the 1957 Studebaker Coupe delivers something rare: character. It's a car that makes you look twice. It makes you want to get behind the wheel, roll down the window, and listen to that engine hum down a winding road. Thanks for watching Heavy Duty. If you appreciate rare classics and the machines that shaped automotive history, hit that like button, subscribe, and let us know what you think of the 1957 Studebaker in the comments. Until next time, keep it classic and keep it heavy.